This is very interesting topic. Very interesting topic. What is the question? Radial engine on train aircraft on Cessna is the example of it. Yes, 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 yes. Piston engine means you have piston there. What kind of piston? Any engine in which vibration is happening. What kind of vibration? I mean this vibration I'm talking, where you have piston cylinder arrangement. Okay, see, if you want to understand piston engine, you just look at this part. Imagine I am keeping one piston like this, and here you have a rod. All the combustion, IC combustion, like internal combustion, you know, right? We have two types of combustion. So in this internal combustion, everything is happening. Because of that, this piston is going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So this vibration up and down, or you can say cycle, I can convert into rotation. I can connect this some crankshaft mechanism, I can connect it to rotation. So I can put one piston, I can put one more 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 piston, and all will rotate the shaft, and I will arrange their mechanism in such a way that one time this guy will push, one time this guy will push, one time this guy will push, so that anyone will not counter other. So continuously rotation I'll be getting. So this is what about the radial geometry of the arrangement. Okay, just because I got interest, that's why I have explained. So now see, piston engine versus jet engine. Especially we will be discussing which engine is performing better at low altitude, which engine is performing better at high altitude, and what is the main cause. Okay, why piston engines cannot fly with high speed, why they can't fly at high altitude, what are the main regions, and if they are putting any 4 options in gate exam, like because which of the following is not the correct region for piston engine to fly at high altitude. So you should have the clear concept. Okay, and anyway this is the fundamental course, this is our core: propulsion, structure, aerodynamics, stability. So we should be very good in this. So see, now draw one line. This side we will talk about piston engine, and piston engine you can also put as propeller, so that you should be clear, piston or propeller. Sometimes you can say piston driven engine, propeller driven aircraft, both are same. And here you write your jet engine. Okay, students who have done propulsion with me in previous classes, you tell me what is the cycle used in jet engine? Very good, Brayton cycle. Now see, we have 2 types of power. In last class we have discussed available power and required power. So see, in case of piston engine works on the power, thrust engine works on the jet engine works on the thrust. So 2 things you should understand. If you draw power available versus velocity curve, and if you draw thrust available versus velocity curve for piston engine, then power available is almost constant with the velocity, but thrust available decreases with the velocity. And I have logic why it is happening. I will explain the logic. In same way, when you talk about jet engine, then there also you have power available and thrust available. Power available and thrust available. So power available increases with velocity, and thrust available is constant with the velocity. So what is key point here? You should keep all the 4 variations in your mind. Now see, if see here also available. We have not discussed about requirement, I mean the power required, or you can say thrust required. So I am going to talk only about power required. So when you talk about power required, so in both the cases, either in case of piston engine or in case of jet engine, your power required is having this kind of graph. Like in this case also, power required, if you talk, and here it will be having this kind of graph. And here also if you talk about power required, you will be having this kind of graph. Power required is almost same. Now because power required depends on outer phenomena, right? It is not the engine phenomena. Try to understand what I'm saying. Power required is because of drag and all, right? If you don't have drag, you no need of power. Okay, because you have drag, that's why you need thrust and power and blah blah things to overcome them. Okay, but this availability is the engine phenomena. Like what kind of engine you are using? Okay, you are using General Electric, you are using Rolls Royce, or like these are the companies, and in future you will be getting jobs in these companies, ISRO, DRDO, of course. Now see, here based on this, at what altitude power available is sufficient, at what altitude thrust available is sufficient, according to that we decide which engine is good for what kind of altitude. And while completing this topic, we will introduce service ceiling and absolute ceiling. So let's understand the complete very good discussion about these things.